What's up, John Crestani here. Let's talk about how to make $100 a day with day trading. I got the method, I got the sauce, well, we'll get into it in the video. I'm gonna go through a step-by-step for how I would approach making $100 a day in day trading. I think you'll like my little angle on it as an affiliate marketer, right? And we'll also go through some the platforms that'll pay you this money and the exact setup to do this. It's really easy and it's as guaranteed money as you can get. So let's freaking go. $100 a day trading. That's $25,000 extra a year, right? 250 trading days. But how do you guarantee that, John? Like, do I have some special sauce in the stock trading market? Why am I giving my sauce out on YouTube, right? Because if you think about it, right? Okay, $7.5 trillion a day is traded in the Forex markets. So if I even had like a way to claim to you guys I could make $100 a day, I mean, like if I had even a 0.01% advantage in trading where I could like really make that claim, I mean, I'd be a billionaire almost in a day, right? Isn't that gnarly? Well, I'm actually going at this. Stock trading is inherently risky. Forex trading is inherently risky. And I have friends who have made millions of dollars, millions a year doing it. And by the way, they usually just trade one pair in Forex or one stock, like Amazon on the market. But you know what? I don't have the sauce. I'm a marketer, and the way I'd go about it, the way I see that has no risk of losing money is actually doing it as an affiliate marketer. Now, programs like Webull, or Robinhood or whatnot, these stock trading programs, they pay $100 a sign up. So in my view of things, it's actually much easier to make money talking about and promoting these stock trading affiliate programs or these stock trading like, setups, than actually trying to have an advantage over the market, okay? Now, stock trading is really big companies. And what I like about marketing in general is that marketing is a skill. You can have an advantage out marketing Robinhood. That's the reality. People trust Mr. Beast. People trust PewDiePie. People trust, a content creator, a little you, more than they trust a big company advertising on a billboard. So we all have an advantage right here in marketing, which we don't necessarily have in trying to make that money through day trading. Does that make sense? But let's go through the step-by-step process here first. So step number one is you need to sign up for an affiliate program, and I just say go with Webull, Webull. Webull's affiliate program pays out $100 per sign up. You get and a sign up is somebody who wants to buy and sell stocks, okay? So really great, FTX used to pay, I think it was like $200, right? If you remember Sam Bankman-Fried's company. Now, other programs like Robinhood pays only $20 per sign up. So you don't want to recommend people buy stocks through there, okay? But the question is, how do you get traffic to your affiliate link? I'm going to get into all that stuff. Now, step two is, obviously you need a bank account. I'm assuming you have a bank account. I don't know what you're doing in life if you don't have a bank account. Leave this video and go open up a bank account, okay? Or just like Google online bank account, something like that. But step number two is setting up a trading account. And you want to trade stocks, and because kind of the method we're going to use here is what we're going to do is we're going to stream ourselves trading stocks. You're already looking into day trading, so why not just do it in front of other people? And I'll get into how this won't cost you any money, okay? So if you're trading stocks, the platform I recommend, and I've heard a lot of people using, like actual professionals, is TradeStation. TradeStation is, like kind of like a technical platform for trading stocks. Now, if you want to trade currencies, I recommend using MetaTrader 4, or also abbreviated MT4. I've heard a lot of people, professionals, like real professionals, working with that. Now, do keep in mind there's a lot of these like stock trading gurus out there. You'll get a ton of different opinions. There's a lot of scam trading platforms out there, so just be careful. Some literally just will take your money in and just display fake data and never give you your money out. So I recommend those platforms. Now, step number 3 is get an account on YouTube or Twitch and start practicing trading stocks or currencies, okay? Now, again, you remember what I said before is that, I hang out with a lot of successful people. The successful folks, they trade, 1 or 2 pairs, right? Because you can only trade currency pairs during certain hours. But basically, trade, a pair, find 1 pair of currencies, and find a stock to trade. And what you want to do is you want to stream yourself trading it every day, or at least every week, like clockwork. Schedule a time that you're going to go live on Twitch or on YouTube. Schedule a time and just film yourself, screen share. All the software is already built into YouTube and Twitch. You don't need anything fancy. Just share your screen trading stocks or trading currencies. And you don't even need to use real money doing this. Now, the reason this doesn't cost any money is because we're using practice money. You can trade using play money, but you can still track your results and see if your trades would have been profitable. And as you're filming yourself, again, always live stream. Don't practice without streaming yourself. Make sure you shout out Webull. Or just include it, as an overlay on Twitch or on your YouTube stream or your Twitch stream. You can do overlays for free with OBS Studio. OBS Studio is a free software made in part by YouTube. So you can do this, and you can just shout out, say, hey, look, if you're looking to get into trading like I am, do this. Sign up with Webull, and you can get started very fast and easy. Now, obviously, during this process, develop a trading strategy. Develop, what are your stops? What are your ceilings and floors, and how you're going to change your bids, or where you go in, where you don't go in, etc. Having a sort of thesis around your strategy is going to really be important. I have a mathematical strategy which I approach affiliate marketing with, specifically in terms of paid advertising. And it either works, I can figure out within a day if a campaign I launch is going to work, if it has potential and I just need to tweak it, or if I need to dump it. And I convey this to my students in my mentorship program. If you're interested in that, there's links in the description. If you just want a primer on affiliate marketing, I have a free book that you can get, also link in the description. Now, going further into this, as you're developing your own trading strategy and you're live streaming, let's say every day, you're spending 30 minutes to an hour working on your trading business. Maybe you're using real money, right? Maybe you're actually filming yourself doing this because you also want to make money, with the stocks themselves. Then the next step is create a community, like a Telegram community or a WhatsApp community, so folks can talk to each other and also get notified when you are live. Now, once you can get up to about 1,000 views every day, you'll be getting 1 sale. You'll be getting $100 every day. And if you're live streaming daily, I'll be surprised if anybody does anything different, but I'm 100% positive that if you were live streaming every day for 6 months, you'll be making at least $100 a day. I'd guess if you were live streaming every day for 6 months, you'd be making closer to $500 to $1,000 every single day just from day trading, whether it's real or fake money, it doesn't matter. But that's the power of the internet and content. Hopefully I broke it down for you real clear. Hopefully this added some value to today. Let me know if this method or my strategy or anything I'm saying makes absolutely no sense. Let me know, in the comments if you think something I said is totally wrong. Preach, go in the comments. Tell me what I did wrong. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear better methods. Everybody else would too. Or if you think there's a better trading platform or something. Or if what I said makes total perfect sense and it helps, I'd love to hear it. I'm trying to create a community of space colonizing cyborgs. And, it's like a half joke, but it's the reality is that our goal should be, getting up into space. And the people who are prepared to get into space, they're going to be rich. That's the first thing. They're going to be rich. And the second thing is they're going to be prepared. But the folks that go to space and start colonizing it are going to live for thousands of generations, whereas folks on Earth, who the heck knows, right? But you got to be rich. And everyone here, we got to get rich because we all have a higher purpose. So let's freaking go. I believe we also have a community link for my stuff down in the description. I'm not in it that much, but we're working on it. Subscribe, like, comment. Talk to you soon. John Crestani, I'm out. Peace.